So, do you want to open up with? Well, first of all, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we took a little intermission.
Yeah, a little hiatus.
That's probably a better way to say it. A little hiatus.
Yeah,
You know.
it's just we've been busy / sad,
Yeah, dude.
which I can kind of get from your vibe,
I'm
and you can probably
like a
get
little
from
bit
mine.
exhausted. Yeah, like I've been
Yeah.
working every single day except for Thanksgiving, and
Mm.
even then I worked like a little bit.
Sure.
You know, so I'm gonna flip this right quick. But yeah, so I don't know. And then I'm looking at my work schedule.
You can just move my backpack. if
I got
it's-
you, man.
if it's a, there you go.
Yeah. And I'm lurking at my work
Sure.
schedule, and you know, I'm working like every single day of the week.
Literally same dude.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. And I don't even have like health insurance and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? I got the news today from my mom. She was like, yeah, you can't go on my health insurance anymore. Sorry. And I was like, okay, that's fine. She's like, you have till the 31st to figure some shit out. And I was like, okay. So yeah, but beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing all right. Me and Helicopter are doing good.
Sure.
I
It's
don't-
Angelica for
Yeah,
for none of the
for the people
for
who
the
are.
people that are not up to date with
I
the lore.
appreciate you
Yeah.
saying that. Before anything else, we have to clap ourselves in and
Yes.
welcome them to the show.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Every time.
Every time. man.
We're just
it's
insane.
It's some good
We're
sync.
like the band Insane,
Yes, indeed.
except it's two of
It's
us,
just two people.
and we're not white.
And yeah, exactly. We're black. Hi,
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, hi. Welcome to
What's going
Dueal.
on? Yeah, welcome back to
Yeah.
I don't know, season 31. I haven't keeping.
Season
I haven't,
42.
yeah, season 69. I don't know. It's been a
Thousand
while.
Island seasoning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while, but
yeah.
yeah. Thanks for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just had to take some time.
Yeah, no, seriously.
And-
I needed a little bit of time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, as much as this is like good time, like
Yeah,
I still need a fucking vacation or like some shit.
Yeah.
To like I don't know. I want to open it up, but I want to see if you want to open it up first. I'm gonna lay that out.
you can open it up. 'cause
Okay,
I
you
don't-
sure?
Yeah, I don't got them out. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So, so the past week has been a little bit challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little bit rough. There's some highlights, there's some lowlights. You
Yeah.
know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I created that, which I'm very proud of. Brian said some very nice things
It's good
about it on
shit,
my
dude.
Instagram.
Yeah.
He was like, you know, this is like a turning point in your art. You know,
It very much is.
I very much
Yeah.
appreciate it. You know, it's still a concept, but it
Yeah.
is working towards completion.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it. For those of you who don't know, it's a lamp, of course. And that's not a bad thing. But
Mm-hmm.
so Thursday was Thanksgiving. Wednesday beforehand, I have a story for you. Wednesday beforehand, me and Angelica went on a little adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So her and her sister wanted to do mushrooms.
Mm.
It was very interesting. So I talked to my friend. He told me about this place, this event that was going on.
Yeah.
You know, we eventually went down there.
Yeah.
Crazy. Wall to wall weed. All like just like so much fucking
Oh
pot.
boy.
And then we were looking around and we were like, the people were like, smell it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will, but I can't consume.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. For people who
So-
don't know, I'm assuming you know at this point, like I have a very, me and we don't have a good relationship. So
Yeah.
can't do it. But
So-
I was able to walk through those waters.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Found the mushrooms, which was good.
Cool.
Got something very special as well that I want to share with you if you wish.
Yeah.
And then we went back, did it, and then I was talking to my therapist about this earlier today. Where you know I was doing the trip, I was having a good time. Angelica and her sister were fine, like they were doing their own thing, but
Mhm.
me, I was going through it a little bit.
Sure.
With mushrooms, with me, it's kind of like, you know, it can bring up a lot of dark stuff. Like
Mhm.
it very much is like high contrast compared to where acid with me is kind of like a little bit lower contrast.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to bring it into an art metaphor, it's very much there's like you feel really good, but then you have to kind of acknowledge, you know,
Yeah.
all of the
The bad shit.
yeah, kind of the bad shit, the
Yeah.
harder shit, more
Yeah.
challenging shit. So, you know, I did. I took a really good walk and I talked about to myself or the universe or whatever.
Mm.
About my ex, about my dad, about all this shit that I kind of been going through, and you know, I got
Yeah.
through it on the other side, which I was very happy
Mm.
about. It was a very rewarding experience. It was a very challenging experience, but it was a very rewarding experience. And then I immediately had Thanksgiving the next day, so that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. You know, going from like to like
Okay,
family.
back to real life.
essentially, man.
You just went on an anime arc, and then
I very much.
and then
did.
he went
I
back to filler.
And then he went back to filler. That's a really good reference. That's a really good metaphor. But But yeah, so that was my past week, and I've been stressed with money, of course, but that I'm gonna just fucking at this point stop complaining about. I'm like, at this point, it just fucking is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm broke, but I can't really change that fact unless I work more. So I'm gonna try to do work more, and then
Yeah.
But anyway, and then again, me and Helicopter are good. Working through it. Cool. We had a really good conversation on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good conversation. We were reminiscing about how we first started our relationship and how it kind of started technically on acid, but there was this whole manic episode that fucking happened.
Oh
that
yeah,
I
remember.
Oh, I very much know.
It was some spicy stuff, dude.
Spicy shit.
It was good.
Yeah, I hope not to have one of those at least for a very long time.
Please.
No, seriously,
Please,
I can't handle the
literally.
Please,
Yeah, no, seriously. Promise me.
I've been taking medication. I've been
good,
doing myself justice. I've been doing what I need to do.
Not to like police you, but just like.
But it's important,
right?
It's important because I'm not my best self in that.
Yeah.
And we were reminiscing about all of that stuff, and I really realized I have a new appreciation, or I refound. Not that I lost it, but I rediscovered or polished up my appreciation for this person. Equally my appreciation for people like you as well. But especially this person.
Yeah. Because
she was rocking with me through the wildest storms and was like fucking, what is it? Like, didn't even have her sea legs in like the camp of Jordan. Didn't even know me from like this dude. Like we just like casually had sex, and then all of a sudden this happened, and then afterwards relationship. So it was a very weird system, but regardless,
it worked.
It worked, and I'm very happy where we are. And we were talking about
in a weird way. That's kind of like the best
scenario
where it's like she knew exactly
what's up,
what she was potentially getting into, and she was like, "Fuck it, I still care about this guy, into this guy, so I'm gonna." Right, and for the better, obviously.
No, seriously.
So
and
again, in a really weird way, probably was the best introduction of you.
Most definitely.
So
no, seriously, but seriously,
yeah.
you hit the nail right on the head
because that was kind of the same thing when I really first hung out with you.
Yeah. Did you experience like a manic episode pretty early on? Yeah.
I didn't realize it at first, but then I remember when you first invited me here. That was like the first time we hung out.
That's right. We played the mural in the basement. Yeah, dude. That was some hot shit. Yeah. We were on fire. Or at least I was. But
you were.
Yeah.
You definitely were. And I didn't know you. I didn't know you enough to like know what was really going on. I can kind of tell.
Yeah, your
intuition. I can kind of tell there was something going on, but I didn't think I wasn't close with you, so I didn't want to like cross that boundary.
Yeah, to be like, are you really?
And then afterwards, I found out what happened. I was like,
oh yeah.
And then here we are.
And then here we fucking are in my bedroom chilling.
Yeah. So it is kind of the best way to get to know.
It really is. Like if you want to know all shades and colors, or at least like 90% of myself, like just experience me with a manic episode and then see me after and see how you feel.
And then, to be like, do I really want to hang out with this guy?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
He's a riot.
Here for the ride,
That's
dude.
That's what I'm fucking saying. And I appreciate that. Honestly, I really do. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom.
Not to like diminish or like
dude.
or anything. But
no.
Just like it's really funny how. Yeah. To kind of parallel, I said that to like kind of parallel.
Yeah.
Angelica like first really meeting you, and then me first meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
How there's like I said, there's like a weird parallel though.
No, totally.
Yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
No, it's all good. But yeah, so we were reminiscing about that, and I polished off my appreciation for this person and how much they mean to me in my life, and we've been talking about it for a little bit. The whole topic of like being together forever and stuff like that. And we both decided that we really don't want to be, but let me try to extrapolate upon this a little bit. So, we decided that like, we're here for each other as friends. We're here for each other. And this isn't us breaking up. Like we're still boyfriend and girlfriend as far as I know. But like, we realize that we're in this like really cool limbo of a relationship where we're like, we know we're not going to be together forever, but we know that we're going to be at least friends for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I found that really beautiful and relieving because at least with my past relationship, my most recent past relationship, this is what I always say. It's whenever I get into a relationship, it seems as though it's always the end, never the beginning, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It seems like this is always like, oh my God, I have to deal with this person forever, compared to just like, I get the opportunity to hang out with this person forever. And I think the thing that I'm really looking for, this fucking magical being over here, is that flip of a switch. Yeah. And I don't exactly know how it's gonna come. I don't exactly know what form she or I'm gonna take whenever it comes. But like, I'm looking for that. Yeah. And Angelica is fantastic, but she's not that currently.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I love her to death and bits and pieces, but...
Well, I think you're having a healthy approach to it, because literally what you just said, currently. So it's like, it's subject to change.
Exactly.
So it's like, you're not like, you're kind of relinquishing control, but you're also just being like, you know, whatever, you know, just whatever comes of it. And I think that's the best way to go about it. So I think you two are just like stellar.
Oh, dude.
When it comes, like, just
so
you two together. Yeah. So it's
so
like,
solid.
I think you guys are like really in a really good spot.
No, seriously.
Really good.
And
yeah.
There's
and the fact that you guys like can talk about it and just like,
and I don't have to like just keep it all in here.
Right. Yeah.
It's
and
crazy,
just
dude.
like you said, polish a few things here and there. I think it's good.
No, seriously.
Yeah, it's healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So, you know, me and her are stellar, like you said. You know, I am really blessed to have that person from fucking Utah in my life. So
magical place.
Magical place.
I gotta ask her about Skippy.
What's Skippy?
The 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I have no idea
okay.
what the fuck you're talking
That's
about.
I'm gonna next time I see Angelica, remind me to ask her.
I got you.
Because
I got you.
He's somewhat of a celebrity down there.
All right.
He's quite the anomaly, but
well, she has all the stories of Utah. So
hopefully, any like TLC watchers know who I'm referencing. But yeah, he's quite the juggernaut.
Word.
Yes. Effectively.
But yeah, but I'm very
Anyway,
blessed. Yeah, I'm very blessed to have people like you and her in my life.
Blessed to have you as well, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. And you know, as we pass giving thanks, you know, Thanksgiving, fucking, you know, I have to say that. But yeah, so I've been kind of going through it a little bit, but like nothing I can't handle, and the perspective is changing.
That's good.
Yeah, that's something that mushrooms also taught me. It's like you know, you don't have to explain or marinate with, or you know, find meaning in every situation. Sometimes you just need a little bit of information that you need to keep moving forward and just keep it pushing. You know, because we can sit and just like stew in a lot of things, and that can be a good thing for some, but it can also be a bad thing. And I'm talking to my therapist about it, and it's about balance. You know, as we are Libras, Libros. But yeah, that's enough of me tangentially rambling. I'll circle back to something that I want to ask you in a little bit.
Okay.
But if you wanna shoot your shit, however you want to shoot it, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I wrote like show notes, but they're just kind of there as like cliff notes in case I need to reference.
Well, yeah. You know, I talked for fucking 12 minutes. You know, so.
Is that the end of the episode? No,
that is not the end of the episode.
I'm just kidding.
I hope to God there's more.
Yeah. But
what's up? How you been? How have you been?
Same as you, actually.
Really?
Just like not terrible, but not great either. Like I've had a couple highlights here, but plenty of lowlights, like you said. So it's literally the same with me, dog. Where I'm just like, I think for me, it's like kind of, it's kind of like there's a lot of internal stuff that I'm going through.
I feel you.
Because like externally, like things have been going well.
Yeah.
Like as far as like my stuff, like my work, my art, and everything that's been going on. It's just internally, it's just like something's like gnawing at me. Yeah. And I can't exactly pinpoint what it is. I think it's for one, it's like this time of year is always rough for me because it's like outside of like holiday and like seasonal
depression and all that
stuff.
Shit,
it's also like it's always around this time of year where it's like money wise, I'm always in a rut.
I very much
consistently always around this time of year, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, dude.
I was telling my mom about it. I was just like, bro, why this time of year every time?
Exactly.
And you know, she was just like, well, you know, well, it's like, and she did kind of put in perspective where it was just like, well, you know, you can bounce back from it. It's like not, you know, it's not like a big deal. And now it's just like, yeah, you're right. Still doesn't change the fact it sucks.
No, seriously.
Dealing with it right now, but other than that, I mean, like I said, it's not terrible, but it's like I actually had a bit of a journey myself.
Oh, what happened?
On Thanksgiving, where it was like I went hiking up the mountain, Talcott Mountain, which I mean is, I guess they refer to as a mountain, is a tiny boy.
But still,
it's like
did a hike.
It was arduous.
For sure. Cold.
But and cold, yeah. But it was good though. It was definitely needed. Just like kind of be in nature, and just once you reach the top of like, whether it's like a big hill or like a range or whatever, it's like for me at least, there's always like this sense of like accomplishment and like finding peace. And that's where I was when I reached the top.
Amazing.
Where I was just like, oh, good shit. So, yeah. I mean, I was still battling with like whatever I've been battling,
of course,
inside. But at least like in that moment, it was just like, this isn't too. I'm glad I came out or decided to do this. So it's not quite the same as mushrooms, but I mean, it's similar.
No, but
similar weird journey-ish.
No, but in your own way.
My own way.
In your own way.
Kind of wish I did take mushrooms because it probably helped me fucking zone out a bit, but
senor.
Calm down a little bit. But anyway,
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and it was funny. It's actually funny because I talked to Joe. Saturday.
Okay.
He hit me up, and he kind of expressed something that I've been dealing with for some time. Where he was basically telling me about how. He recently just got this other opportunity and like he's really psyched about it.
Awesome.
And he was telling me that he felt like a shift where I think he was over at Arch Street.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then he basically from what I gathered from what he was talking about, it didn't really hit the same.
Arch Street didn't hit the same?
Yeah.
Really?
Where it was basically just like he was basically just like his specific words was, okay, now I've had my fun and it's time to like kind of do my thing.
All right.
And he was also saying like how where it's just like it's just not the same.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that. And we were also talking about how, because I was also telling him about how like lately for me just like talking to certain people is just not.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Okay.
Or like how, and I think I wrote it down here. So a big one that I wanted to talk about was this idea of, and Joe alluded to this, where it's like outgrowing certain people or outgrowing certain activities.
Yeah. Even
outgrowing certain friendships.
Yeah, totally feel you.
And I was just like, oh fuck, that's like kind of what I've been going through right now, where I'm just like, I think I'm beginning to like outgrow certain acts, like just certain things.
Sure.
Where, so not this past Saturday, but previous.
Saturday before?
Yeah.
Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Saturday before Thanksgiving, I went to Pig's Eye.
Word.
And it, like Joe said, it just didn't hit the same.
Doesn't hit the same.
It did
not. Were you by yourself?
I was by myself.
But
which
still,
I don't know. Which I mean, I don't normally mind. Like I'm okay with going by myself. I'm also okay with going with friends.
Of course.
This time around, and part of it was because I was really going through it Saturday.
Sure.
Where I wasn't even there for like 20 minutes.
Damn, you're just
I just said,
and just something about the energy. It's just like,
dude, it was like, it felt really off, and I was just like, fuck it, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, fuck it, I'll say it.
Yeah, go for it.
On the car ride home,
I
like cried.
That's fine.
The whole car, which is
fine, man.
Yeah, no, it's just like I was holding on. I don't know what I was holding on to, but fucking, I just couldn't. I just couldn't keep it inside anymore, and I just started bawling.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it was kind of. I don't want to say it was bad, but it was just like, it felt like it was just a lot. Like Saturday night, and Brian could tell too, because before he left, he pulled me aside. He was like, "Are you okay?" I was just like, "Yeah, no, I'm just kind of going through something."
Yeah,
which I appreciate him for, like,
noticing and
like saying something. And I told him, I was just like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna like do anything stupid. I'm literally just gonna go try to be social," and I just couldn't. Like, basically, and I was like, let me just go. And then, like I said, on the car ride home, just tears, just down my face, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude." So. But so that's kind of like more, when you were talking about like, highs and lows, like that's just been me like the past 2 weeks now.
Word.
Where it's just like,
going through it.
Yeah, just going through it. And like you said, it's like nothing that I can't handle. It's just one of those things where I just noticed that like my mood shifts dramatically throughout the day. Where like literally today, I woke up this morning, felt miserable.
Damn.
I was like, dude,
that is the worst feeling.
Yeah.
When you wake up and you're just automatically
I'm like,
off to a bad start.
Dude, this is like horrific.
Mm-hmm.
But it did. The day did turn around. Well, first it turned around where
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Fuck, I'm already making it weird. Tia texted me and she was like, "Oh, good morning. Hope you have a good day."
That's really sweet.
And I was literally just like, I don't know why I made that awkward, but anyway.
Because you have feelings.
Stop it.
I know. I'm just
anyway, listen. Anyway,
to quote Angelica.
Yeah.
Listen.
But no. So basically I had a good morning text, and I was
That's
just
nice.
like, I was like, oh man, that really just like made my morning.
I'm glad.
And then the day was fine. Like I got stuff done.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like oh fuck, here we go again type of thing.
Yeah.
No, it was a decent day. Yeah. So, but like I said, it's stuff like that. And then on the flip side, where it was like the other day where I wake up, I'm just like ready to just like
attack.
grab the day
by the balls
and just start fucking, and then.
Yeah.
And then
please continue.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was pretty funny.
And literally, like my energy, my energy as the day went on.
Yeah.
It's either, and what triggers it is either certain people,
I feel,
or just something that somebody says.
Sure.
And immediately it just like switches, and I'm like, dude, now my day's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's just been going on for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just something that I've been noticing, and I don't know how to necessarily correct it or if I just vibe with it. Yeah, I
would say it's something that you said actually in the interview that I had to make for you. I hadn't had to. It was a joy to make.
You had to.
I had to.
You had to, and it was a joy.
It was there you go.
So there you go.
You said it's a matter of intent, whether you have joy in the situation or you suffer within the situation.
Motherfucker,
I know, right? I'm just flipping your shit.
I can't believe you Yu-Gi-Oh trap card me.
That's very much. I Uno reverse card.
Damn it,
fucking your ass. But there's some very good merit to it, man.
Right? Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
It's how you approach this situation.
Yeah.
I find that at the very core, or at least I have to hope that at the very core of a lot of situations, it's almost neutral, pretty much deadpan neutral.
Yeah.
It's just how you perceive it.
Yeah.
Is kind of what jurisdicts what side it.
I think the intent to kind of, I guess if we're going to stick with that,
go for it.
I guess the intent is that I'm beginning to know who I need and who I don't need, or what I need and what I don't need. Where it was like certain, and Brian and I have been having this conversation for a minute, where, and I think he brought it up with you, where the idea of dumbing down.
Yeah, I remember this.
Dumbing, because like historically my issue has always been, I'm a very emotional thinker, and I think very deeply about things.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this plenty of times on the podcast, but still. And like I have to come to terms with the fact that there's simply some, and as much as I don't like it, there's simply some people out there that just don't appreciate that.
It's true.
Like it's like as much as like I even hate saying that out loud, but it's the truth. Yeah. Where it's just like some people are just not going to appreciate that.
Yeah, dude.
Where it's just like some people don't want to have deep conversations or just pontificate about life, the universe, and whatever, like stuff that genuinely interests me and stuff that like makes me feel alive. Some people just want to party, do coke, and whatever stupid shit. Which
essentially,
God bless you.
Yeah, to each their own.
As long as you're safe, as long as you're doing safe. That's just not who I am.
Not at all.
Like it's just, and it's not something. And Brian was basically saying like, well, if you want to, date, or if you want to, make new friends, or just be in that person, be those places where be like, whatever, Mr. Popular, or just like have a bunch of contacts. Like you kind of need to dumb yourself down. Yeah. And I thought about it. I let it marinate, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I hate the idea of dumbing myself down just to appease the masses.
Completely feel you.
Like that's just not who I am. That's not what my work represents, and I don't want it to represent that.
Exactly, man.
It's like you see like really big name artists where the work is dumbed down. Where it's all poppy stuff. It's all pop culture. It's all like,
I would say that it's lacking the soul of that.
Where it's like it very much has like that sort of corporate sort of attachment to it.
I feel you.
And listen, I've never been mad at nobody making money.
Just fucking fair.
But I can be mad at somebody who sells their soul.
Exactly, being disingenuous to themselves first. You know. So.
And I think it's just a matter of just enjoying my company.
Yeah.
And also enjoying people that appreciate me, who are willing to have these conversations with me. And because it's real shit.
Yeah, seriously, it's your life, man.
And it's like I'd rather be around real people than be around people that are
fake people who are gonna do, you know.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So I think that's what I've been wrestling with lately. Just like kind of like coming to realize like certain people I just don't want to associate or just don't have that connection with. And it kind of sucks because I don't want to be like I don't want to be shitty to people, obviously, and I don't want to necessarily cut people off.
Yeah.
But I just know there's certain people that, dude, it's like pulling teeth talking to some people that I know.
I totally feel you, man.
Like certain people that I
put
know.
on a filter. Like,
yeah.
I work in retail, man. I put on a fucking filter.
I was gonna say, you know.
I just let them fucking visit me, and I'm like,
right.
Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, that's very nice.
Shit.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know how you do it. I can't fucking do that.
I have a lot of patience.
Clearly,
It honestly, it stems from my dad and kind of our quote unquote conversations that we had back in middle school, high school.
Yeah,
where I got really good at just sitting and listening
just
to
stone face.
Yep. Yeah. Just allowing people to just literally unload on me for whatever.
Nice.
Regardless of, exactly. Regardless of this. No, you're good. Regardless of the situation, topic, etc.
Right.
I got really good at being a damn fine listener. Damn. So
that's good.
You know. So I'm
There's
using it for my benefit, but like still.
Yeah.
I literally have had this question in my head where I'm like, I should just ask people. Well, how do I phrase it? I should be paid to allow people to talk to me.
Right.
But what that is saying is like, it's kind of like a person, and like what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is like, God, it sounds so like inconsiderate to the other person. But like, I'll just find myself in situations where people would just be like, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
and I'm just like, wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow, I should be paid to do this.
I think
I'm not having fun right now.
Yeah,
like I'm literally.
I can relate to that more on like, and like, yeah, it feels inconsiderate, but it's like
it feels like I'm just
like
kind
for
of
me,
being
it's like the biggest. Yes, I was gonna say for me, the biggest thing is like. I'm very empathetic to the plights of people,
of course,
especially my friends.
Yeah.
But there are certain people where literally every time I talk to them or encounter them, be like, it could literally be a simple question. It's simplest down to earth question as, "Hey, how you doing?" Mm-hmm. And then it just opens the floodgates of like
the mouth goes
every possible horrific thing that can happen in one's life.
Yeah, seriously.
It apparently happens to this person who then relays this to me.
Yeah, and then you
and
have to
as
sit.
somebody who has a habit of, well, not necessarily a habit, but who just takes on people's emotions, other people's emotions,
or we'll say can do it very well.
Yeah. That's a lot for me. Like that's like,
it's almost like you can feel it. It's almost like you can be there in their shoes.
Dude, like no joke. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm sure.
Like I can feel it. Like if you were to tell me something that happened, something bad that happened, I would feel it, and it feels horrible. Yeah. Well, it feels horrible in the sense that like if you're feeling horrible, or if you're feeling down, I feel down.
Exactly. It can twist your mood.
Right. You know? Exactly, and that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier when I was saying that like my mood shifts with certain people, and it's like. And it's and some of it's just like people like acquaintances, other it's like it's actual friends. Yeah. And I don't know how to like be like, yo,
I need a minute. Or
right.
Please don't.
Right. I don't know how to do it.
In the very harsh who asked, like
oh, if I want to be a real dick.
Yeah, if I want to be a real dick, but like, hold on, I'm gonna pause it right there.
But no,
who
like
the fuck asked?
But like legitimately, I don't know how to do that. Where
it's because you care deeply about the other person and you don't want to hurt their feelings, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to be more weight onto their weight.
Right.
So you sit and wait.
And at the same time, it's like I can't help but feel like I'm being used.
Yeah.
As like some sort of weird like sponge to just absorb
a brick wall to throw shit at, essentially.
Effectively. Yeah. And it's like and it's like I hate
it's inconsiderate and
not that I hate, it's just like I don't like when that's taken advantage of.
Yeah, dude.
Cuz I don't know. I'm trying to like be more protective of like my energy.
Yeah, dude.
And not let stuff or people's stuff affect me so much. And I think that's what's happening now, where I've kind of reached a point where, again, outgrowing I like outgrowing certain people, where I'm just like, fuck, I can't listen to this. I'm sorry. Like my like battery is like actively depleting right now.
Yeah.
Because you're just straight lambasting me with just this horrible victim mentality energy.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like I can't do it. And like I said, it sucks. I don't like thinking like that.
But at some point in time, you have to kind of protect yourself, man.
Yeah,
you really kind of have to protect, protect your
And it's
neck.
like, and I never. The last thing I want to come across is someone who's inconsiderate or someone who doesn't care.
Yeah.
And it's the problem is, but that's the problem. It's that I care. I care a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
Very, very. I care a lot about stuff and a lot about issues. That's why when I encounter people like that, it's like it. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, there's a lot you can do, but I think it's like the social fucking shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I had a thought where it was like, I don't think the solution is isolation. I think it's different relations.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you were saying.
Right. Yeah. No. It's just like certain, like there's a.
You want a little foot rest?
No.
Okay.
But like there's a friend of mine who I kind of had to stop talking to them for a while.
Sure.
Because it was a lot of it was just that, like every time I would encounter them, it was always something bad was going on, or their situation seemed to have gotten worse. And it just got to a point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Because like I'm very much like solution. Like let's try to find a solution. Let's do what we can. And it just seemed like.
Oh, can I jump in here for a quick
second?
Go
for it. Yeah.
There are some people who say, like, okay, so there's a classic thing in relationships where it's like, typically, I'm not even gonna fucking say typically. There's a female and a male, and the female had a really bad day. Could equally be the male, doesn't matter. Yeah. Female had a really bad day, and the female then goes to the male and says blah blah blah, this, that, and the other thing, and the male says, okay, how can we fix it? And then the female says, I just want to vent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to vent. So. Yeah.
Which I totally get.
Yeah. Well, that was essentially my
thing. No, I totally get that. And like I definitely understand certain situations where it's like I know it's beyond my control, but I understand that you just need someone to hear you out. And I'm totally for it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying with this particular person, it was every time.
It was always
it was all the time. It was all the time I encountered this person. And that's where I got to the point where I'm just like I can't talk to you. Like I'm sorry, I just can't talk to you.
That's fair,
because
man.
every time, because like you're consistently, every time I meet with you, you're consistently in crisis mode.
Yeah.
I can't. Like I've already lived through that.
Yeah, dude.
I don't want to consistently live through that vicariously through you. It's just like I'm sorry.
To continue this relationship.
And it's like listen, and it's like misery loves company. It's
true,
like
man.
I am not that company. I'm sorry.
That is well said.
Yeah,
it's well said.
So I haven't really. I've been speaking with this person like sporadically, not like
but
full on.
But that's the thing, man. Like it's little. It's you don't have to overextend yourself, at
right?
All, if you don't feel the need.
Exactly.
Because remember, it's your life. You can choose to live it how you wish.
Yeah.
With whoever you wish. You know, that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's also kind of the sad thing, but it's still the cool thing. It's perspective.
Yeah.
It's intent.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, what else you got, homie? Because I got a surprise for you, if you wish it.
Emotional health, not great. Dealing with frustrations. I kind of hit every nail on the head.
Really?
Oh, and then I kind of circled this at the end. It's just, I think just the biggest thing is just owning being an empath.
Yeah, dude.
Just because for the longest time I never liked that.
Yeah.
Never liked that association, but I think now, and I think part of it was because through talking to Brian, was just like you just have to own it.
Yeah, dude.
You just got to own it.
Yeah.
Because like I was always like I was always like an emotional kid growing up, kind of thing, and like, and I'm probably mentioned this before, where it's just like my mom just would just like, just like don't do that, and the reality is I can't. Where it's just like, and that's just who I am as a person. It's like I do want to care, and I do, and
you're not going to even dumb yourself down to yourself.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like I am who I am, and I don't want to dumb myself down for anyone or even for myself. I just think it's a matter of just finding my tribe, and just sticking with that tribe that will value
who you are.
My weird brain that thinks differently than the average society member, and I just have to live with that.
Yeah,
like society, and I've been thinking about this heavy, where it's just like man. And it sounds like such a cliche, but it's so true, where it's like society doesn't get or appreciate people like you or me.
Not at all.
Like
we're the weirdos.
Deep thinkers, like creative souls, like just free, like they don't.
No.
They train people and kids to be workers.
Yeah.
That's literally the whole point. That's literally the whole point of school.
I'm doing it right now. Like
it's the whole point of school, where it's just like you regurgitate information because as a worker, that's
you need to pass along.
You can regurgitate information.
Yeah.
To become a good worker for the CEO.
Exactly, man.
And
who's making all the money going on all the vacations?
And fuck that.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah. Like I said, it's a cliche, but it's like,
it's fucking true. That's why it's a cliche.
Fuck it, I'll own it. Yeah,
seriously.
I'll own who I am.
As you should.
Same way how you own who you are. Same way how Joe Badia owns who he
every
is.
Every single day of the goddamn
every
week, man.
Fucking, like all of us creatives who should own who the fuck we are.
And most importantly, not feel ashamed for who we are.
Right.
Yeah, seriously. Not feel ashamed because we're not like literally like the 80% over there or the 90% over there. You know, because we're actually the cool kids. Yeah.
We've been the cool kids.
We've been the cool kids. We've been
the whole
turns
time.
out we've been the cool kids the whole time.
The whole time we've been cool kids.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Shit.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're making these revelations, and I myself equally am as well. You know. Like literally, I think I had the thought while you were talking, where it's like, the only reason you need, and this is gonna sound like odd, but like the only reason you need to interact or kind of bend the knee to society, or we'll say society, is literally just for money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was having a conversation with a person at a bar, at Little River, the other day. Also, very weird happenings when I went. It was last Tuesday. Supremely weird happenings.
Really?
We could talk about it.
Sure.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But like, it was weird.
All right.
This dude was on mushrooms. Almost fucking, he threw up outside of his car. Fucking, yeah, he almost fucking probably would have crashed if we didn't go help him and say, get an Uber. And there's this weird guy that was talking basically riddles the entire time. I think he was like a method actor for Robert Downey Jr. or some dumb shit. And he was on one, and he didn't even pay for his fucking tab. Like,
he just walked out?
No, he didn't. Okay, so the POS system, the cash system, was down at Little River.
Oh.
So the bartender said, we can only take Venmo, Cash App, or cash.
Yeah.
And this guy was so either out of it or just didn't care or wherever the fuck he was, a different dimension apparently.
Yeah.
He was like, well, if you don't produce an ATM for me, if you don't produce, a fucking way to take my card, then I'm just leaving. Fuck you. And then the bartender, who we know, flipped shit. Sure. Like almost fought this dude. And I was like, yo. And then he walked, the weird guy walked off, and then, the bartender was very heated throughout the rest of the night.
Sure,
but
yeah.
Weird night, weird Tuesday.
Yeah.
But what was I trying to fucking say? Do you remember what I was trying to fucking say before I hopped on this fucking tangent? Be yourself. Money, society. Yeah. Money, society, bending the knee to society. I forget. But to kind of circle it back and to pull some shit out of my ass, I don't know. Appreciate who you are.
Yeah. Really, truly appreciate who you are.
Because it is another cliche of, be you because everybody else is fucking taken.
Right.
My mom has always said, probably since the day I was born, march to the beat of your own drum.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm going to pass along to my kids whenever they decide to pop out into existence. Because I'm like, I think the type of dad I'm going to be is, or at least the type of dad I aspire to be, to bring it into a different direction, is one who allows their kids to kind of, from I hope a young age, to naturally kind of find themselves and to naturally kind of do their own thing.
Yeah.
To allow the tree to grow in whatever direction it so chooses. You know, not like say, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want, but like,
Yeah, right.
you know,
I get what you mean.
yeah, like, you know, if they're like, I want to do this and that, and I want to be this and that, I'm not going to force anything on them.
Yeah.
I'm going to help them as much as I can or should, but like, damn. Because I feel like with my upbringing, a lot was done for me, and a lot was done to kind of keep me undercover, you know, to kind of keep me protected, or at least the idea was that.
Yeah.
I think it ended up fucking me up more in the end, but I'm at a point right now where I'm so far into life that I'm like, all the shit that happened in the past, it's just over there.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with who I am right now. I'm loving who I am right now, at least for the fucking 99% of it.
Yeah.
And I'm happy who I am right now. So, providing I keep the mentality and the mindset up, I'm here for it, dude. You know.
Yeah.
But
most definitely.
Yeah, seriously. And I can see you are too. It's a hard struggle, man.
Yeah.
Because we're effectively breaking out of the mold that society has put into us for so long.
Right.
And then now we kind of have to create our own.
Yeah.
Alongside the people of society.
Yeah.
You know.
And also, I think for me too, like.
Yeah.
For me too, it's also just like finding similar-minded people.
Of course.
That are kind of like against the grain.
Yeah, dude.
Because, dude, and I'm sure you relate too, just like in school, where it's just like every fucking buddy was the same.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
Everyone was the same.
I have an anecdote.
Everyone was the same, and like I hate that.
Angelica and I always see it whenever we go to. We have a running joke at this point. Whenever we go out on like a Friday night, we always see the white chick in acid wash, cut up jeans, and a crop top.
Yep.
And it's literally a line.
It's the uniform.
Thank you.
It's the uniform.
Best way to say it.
It's the uniform.
It's the uniform. For the dude, it's the puffer jacket,
Yep.
the fucking hoodie, the joggers, the whatever the fuck shoes, and then the hat that's just on backwards. Like, and it seems like nobody is really themselves. It seems like everybody's just a version of everybody else.
Right.
And
and
I really wonder.
Like,
it's like, are you that scared to embrace you?
Yeah.
You know, are you that, or can you even like get to the point where you can?
Right.
Can you acknowledge yourself and be like, oh, dude, I really want to do this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like even within our general community, like our arts community, there's a lot of people who will do it just because they're doing it. Or just
there are definitely people within our community, in the
God,
arts
most
community,
definitely.
that are like, same thing. They're drones.
Yeah, no, seriously.
And like I hate saying that, but it's like it's true.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I can point to like a couple people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but
I would say we're sorry. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's literally the end of my thought.
No, that's cool. I would say we're fishermen looking for such specific. We're looking for shiny Pokemon essentially.
Yes.
and it's that
the
fucking
best
hard.
way to put it.
We're out here with our entire inventory, our entire box is fucking just shiny Pokemon, and that's what we're hoping for, you know. But and it's difficult. But I very much do believe that we'll have the full stack of shinies at some point in time, man. We'll have the fucking.
Because I want my shiny Lucario.
I feel you. I want my shiny Maul. Oh god, I can't even fucking pronounce it. Maul. Doesn't matter.
Which one? Can you describe it?
It's a Pokemon Sneasel. Sneasel's evolution.
Oh,
that's my homeboy.
Molevile?
I think so. Yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that.
Molevile.
Yeah. That's my
something.
that's my homie.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah. I'll have my shiny Pikachu one day. But yeah, dude. You know, it's hard. But I think that in the end, even a small circle that is a good circle is much better than a wide circle that is just like kind of half shit, you know?
Yeah. It's like the expression, how does it go? It was like a friend to all is a friend to none or something like that. Yeah.
I have one.
Can't be a friend to everybody.
No, dude. No, dude.
Yeah.
It's not possible. We're too different.
Yeah.
We are very much the same, but we are generally too different.
And also just like some people just don't deserve
that grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah.
I want to look up the quote. It's like, oh god, I'm going to butcher this shit. It was small circle, big checks. Something like that. Hold on. Let me look it up really quick, because it's actually it's funny and it's worth it.
We have the internet.
We have the internet. Give me 20 seconds.
You're so good.
All right. Anyway. Small circle, big checks. Good sex, no stress, one boo, no X, small circle, big checks. Like, that's the fucking motto, at least for me, man. Wumbu, no X, small circle, big checks. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. Another one is if you have to feed 1,000, you can barely feed yourself. If you have to feed 10, you could probably have a Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, yes.
You know. So I'd rather have the 10.
Yeah.
That can rock and cock. So yeah.